Hello everyone, it's me Dennis. I'm so excited I'm finally here with this video. I've been working on this video for the past 3 days non-stop, and so if you guys would subscribe and like this video before it even starts, I would really appreciate that. And also, 70% of you guys watching my videos are not even subscribed to my YouTube channel, and if you would subscribe I would really appreciate that. But anyways, let's get right into the video. So I've been having this update on my mind for a very long time, for like at least 2 years, that I wanted Star Stable to implement in the game, but they never did. And so I was like, you know what, if Star Stable is not going to implement this update, then I'm going to change it. Like, I'm going to make it from scratch. It's obviously not going to be in the game because I'm not a creator or whatever. Like, I don't work for Star Stable, you know. But I was like, as a concept update or concept fan art, how do you even call it, I will be making this. You know what I mean? So that's what I did. This update I had in my mind, and I still have in my mind, is about a trading system that we could have in the game. So that way we could trade and exchange horses, items, or even pets. I also wanted to see the way that we see each other in the game, the way that we can inspect each other, so I changed the profile thing. When you go to someone and you press on their character and then, you know, you can inspect them and stuff, I changed that. I added a inspect button where you can see what tag they're using, what clothing they're using. You can also see their horse breed. You can also see what horse they're riding, and I think that's really cool. And then I also added a add friend button, which we already have, but you know, this one looks a little bit more better in my opinion. And then a trading button, that's where all the magic stands, and then an ignore button where you can just ignore someone because, you know, you don't want them around, and that's totally fine. All right. So here you can see in the video that we have a trade list, right? You can add items to your trade list and people can trade for your items, for your horses, for your pets, or clothing. And then you can choose up to 4 items you want to exchange for the English Thoroughbred, in this case, for the horse you want to trade for. And you can choose from your clothing, from your attack, you can choose from your horses too, and from your pets. Now, of course, if Star Stable were to implement this update, they would maybe allow you to trade more items for a single item, so I would trade like more than just 4 things for this English Thoroughbred. Then you choose the horse you want to trade for the other horse, and you press done. Nice. And then you wait for the other player to, you know, accept or decline your trade. And they accept it. Now, this is the confirmation that we have, a confirmation thing. Are you sure you want to accept this trade? Then if you press yes, you got the juicy English Thoroughbred. And that's how this trading system would work. There are obviously some risks coming with this update. I've been inspired by Animal Jam. It's a game I used to play with this update, you know, where you can trade and stuff. And now that game revolves so much around trading that it's just a very shallow game. It's all about having more items, and I'm afraid if Star Stable were to implement this update in a game that we will be very concerned with the amount of items and horses that we have, which is very shallow, and that's not the point of Star Stable really. If this update were to be implemented in Star Stable, there would be a lot of scammers in this game, which is a huge risk Star Stable will not take, and I definitely understand. And that's why, you know, I'm not really sure if I actually want this update in the game, because scamming is a real issue in games where you have a trading system. For example, I got inspired with this update from Animal Jam. It's a game where you can basically trade items, but people really are desperate. They're desperate. All they do is just scam other people, and all they want is just items. And let me explain this a little bit better. So let's say a 18-year-old player comes to a 12-year-old player, right? And they're like, hey, if you trade me your 2 English Thoroughbreds for my pet frog first, and then we accept the trade, I get the 2 English Thoroughbreds and you get my frog, I will then trade for your pet dog all of my horses, you know? And they would basically lie to them and tell them that, oh, if you give me your English Thoroughbreds for free, basically, for the pet frog, then I will give you all of my horses for your pet dog, which is, like, again, for free, because you can't compare pets to horses. So there would be the risk of scamming in this game, and Star Stable is not going to take that risk, and I definitely understand it's a very risky thing, and this game would maybe turn into a very shallow game where it's all about how many items you have, how much tag you have, how many horses you have, and we don't want that in the game. Star Stable is not about that, but if there would be a safe way to trade in this game and avoid scamming and scammers, that would be really cool. But then again, hacking would explode and people would hack accounts to transfer their items and their horses on their other accounts and stuff. So, you know, the whole trading thing is cool, but at the same time, it comes with huge risks and issues like these, like scamming and hacking. So If Star Stable is not going to implement a trading system, I definitely understand. I just really like the idea of trading. I think it's really cool. But again, the risks are way too big for that. I haven't really showed how you can add items into your trade list, because of course if you can trade in a game then you need to have a trade list, but I didn't edit that. I didn't make a representation of how you can add items to your own trade list. I only showed how you can trade for other people, but that's because editing this video took me 3 days, literally 3 days, and it's not even like that long, but it took me a lot of work in 3 different programs. So if you guys would please like this video, share it with your friends, I would really appreciate that because I worked so hard on it. And please tag Star Stable, please share this video if you want Star Stable to maybe think about this update. But again, trading could be very risky because of the scammers that would, come in the game. So yeah, but the idea itself, I think it's pretty nice, not gonna lie. I like trading. Trading is really cool. Maybe another reason why Star Stable would not add trading in this game is because people would maybe not buy as many star coins anymore because they would just trade for a horse they want. They wouldn't buy star coins to buy that horse on their account. So then Star Stable would, be a bit disappointed because they want the juicy cash, and that wouldn't really happen anymore. So we already talked about 2 disadvantages that we have with the trading system in the game. First of all, scammers and hackers, and second of all, Star Stable would lose a lot of money because people would not buy star coins to buy new horses, but rather trade for new horses. But still, for those horses to be in someone's stable, then they must be bought with real star coins. So Star Stable would still, earn money, but not as much, and Star Stable would not take that risk. But then again, if we had a trading system implemented in the game, we would be more active in this game, I believe. I would personally be online more often, and I would just trade for fun. I would just, maybe create new outfits, trade for new tech, trade for new horses, and I think that people will be more active overall in this game, and it would be more alive. The game would be more alive, and that would be really cool. Because as you guys know, we lack activities in this game. I personally believe that we lack so many things to do in this game, and so many times I just come online and I'm like, okay, but besides training, what else can I do? I'm literally so bored, and I buy horses, I trade them a little bit, or not really, but I don't really train horses. And then, what do I do? This game needs to be more active and more alive, so maybe, implementing something like the trading system would resurrect the game a little bit, and it will be more active, and people will be more alive in this game, and that will be a good thing. But again, the disadvantages are too big for Star Stable to add this update in the game, I believe, and that's upsetting. But this is just an idea that I had. This is just a concept. This is just something I created from scratch. It's an idea, it's an huge update idea, trading system in the game, whatever. So yeah, it's nothing real. It's not legitimate. It's just the concept. And if you guys like it, please let me know down below in the comments. Please let me know your thoughts down below if you think that this update would be a cool idea to be implemented in the game or not, and why you think so. It would be really cool if we could at least sell our items and maybe horses too to other players. Well, not sell horses because, again, Star Stable wants money, but at least be able to, list our clothing that we don't want anymore for at least Jorvik shillings, if not star coins. I understand the whole thing that Star Stable, needs to make money, and of course they need us to buy their star coins. It's understandable. They're a company, they need money to function and to work and to keep coming out with updates and cool stuff for us to do. And so at least if we could, have a marketplace where we can list our clothing and our tech that we don't want anymore, instead of selling them for Jorvik shillings to the game, to the stores, we could sell them to other players. That would be pretty cool, and we would also interact more with each other as players, and that would be a pretty cool thing. I would also really like it if we could, ride on our friends' horses. That would be really cool. If we could ride on the horse of our friends, that would be really cool. Anyway guys, this was it for today's video. Please let me know down below your thoughts about this update, if you want it in the game, if not, and why you want or not want it in the game. These are my channel members of this month. Thank you all so much for joining, guys. I love you all so much. And if you want to be a channel member, then you can join by pressing the join button near the subscribe button. And please ring the bell. Please share this video with Star Stable. Share it on Instagram. I also always forget to talk about my Instagram on this YouTube channel. I never talk about it. I have an Instagram. It's called @Denise Wisestorm. And please follow me if you want to. Alright guys, see you in my next one. Bye everyone.